Hello, a very warm welcome to this WoW Wednesday session. This is Sandhya Joseph Robin, a psychologist, a clinical hypnotherapist, and an inner transformations expert at Freedom from Diabetes. Today, we're going to be talking about instant emotional pain relief. It is not very easy to deal with painful emotions, but it is a key to good health and well being physically, mentally, and spiritually. If we don't deal with pain when it occurs, it will resurface as emotional toxicity at a later point, showing up as insomnia, hostility, anger, fear, or anxiety. And further, if you don't know how to deal with these feelings of anger or fear, you're likely to turn them inward at yourself, believing that it is all your fault. That guilt depletes our physical, emotional, and spiritual energy until any initiative or movement feels impossible. We feel exhausted and we feel paralyzed, leading to depression. Therefore, now it is possible for us to recognize these painful emotions right away and how to effectively metabolize and eliminate this pain. And that is what we are going to be talking about today. So, overcoming difficult emotions such as fear, anger, guilt, and anxiety can bring the same benefits that dealing with a illness can bring. So, patients suffering from life threatening illnesses often report that their diseases have taught them to love and value other people in their lives more deeply than before they became ill. So during the recovery, they learn to appreciate and understand areas of life that they took for granted before. Anger, fear, guilt, anxiety. These are all emotions that they can learn to effectively deal with and take out of their life. So I'm going to take you through 7 steps that will help you deal with or get relief from instant pain, emotional pain, right? So, toxic or turbulent emotions have one cause, not knowing how to deal with the pain. Pain is normal in life, but suffering isn't. So, when we do not know how to deal with the pain, we do suffer. Here are 7 steps that are going to help you through the process of dealing with emotional pain. Step one is to identify and locate the emotional pain physically. So set aside a few minutes when you won't be disturbed. Pick a quiet place where you feel calm. It is recommended that you take a seat that is sturdy, very comfortable. The best practice is sitting up straight. You could even use the floor, but this can become uncomfortable very quickly. So choose the place that you would like to take yourself through this process wisely and let it be a very comfortable chair, maybe even a recliner, well cushioned, enough back support. Sit in a relaxed position and then close your eyes. For a few minutes, just meditate in silence. Focus on your breathing, or if you prefer, you may choose any mantra or affirmations, any positive statement of your choice. Now, with your eyes closed, recall some circumstance in the recent past that was upsetting you. It may be a time when you felt mistreated, an argument with your partner, or perhaps a past injustice at work. So identify some instance when you felt emotionally upset. And for the next 30 seconds, think in detail about that incident. Try to picture what actually happened as vividly as you can, as if you were reporting this probably to a newspaper. Here, you can observe. You are the observer watching this event. You are not the event. You are not the argument. You are not the emotional upset feeling. You are merely witnessing what is happening from the perspective of your silent self. You are carrying the effect of the meditation you just did, allowing you to maintain a vantage point that is not overshadowed by the intensity of the outcome or the emotion. Now, identify exactly what you are feeling. Put a word on the incident that describes what you are experiencing. Be as precise as you can. Take your time and check what your emotions are about. Do you feel unappreciated, insulted? Do you feel that you're being treated unfairly? Whatever the emotion may be, give that emotion or feeling a name. Come up with a word that epitomizes or symbolizes this painful experience that you are experiencing. Focus your attention on that word. In step two, you witness the experience. So here, you gradually allow your attention to move away from the word. Let your attention wander into your body. Become aware of the physical sensations that arise in your body as a result of the emotion you have identified. So there are two elements here, an idea in your mind and a physical sensation in the body. So these two elements are what an emotion truly is, and they can't really be separated. So this is why we call it a feeling, because we feel the emotions in our bodies. Let your attention pass through your entire body as you're recalling this experience. Locate the sensations the memory brings up. For many, it is a pressure in the chest or a sensation of tightness in your gut. Okay? So some feel it as pressure in their throat. Find where that feeling or sensation is in your body. Find where you are feeling it and hold the emotional experience. Find that part of your body or locate that area now. And now we go to step three, which is expressing the emotion. Express the emotion or the feeling now. Place your hand on that part of the body where you sense that the feeling is located and say it out loud. Say the phrase, it hurts here. So let's say it's a pain or a sensation in your throat. Place your hands on your throat and say out loud, it hurts here. If you are aware of more than one location of the pain, move your hand from place to place at every location, pausing for a moment and saying, it hurts here, it hurts here, and so on and so forth. So when you experience physical discomfort, it means that something is unbalanced in your experience, physically, mentally, or spiritually. And your body knows this very well. So every cell in your body knows this. So befriend the sensation and their wisdom, because the pain is actually leading you to a sense of wholeness. Through this pain, if you're able to overcome it effectively and efficiently, you are able to actually achieve a sense of wholeness. You could even write your feelings down on a sheet of paper. It is a very valuable way to express the emotion. Okay. Step four now is taking responsibility. Be aware that any painful feelings you experience are your feelings. These feelings are happening inside your body now as you remember the pain. Even though nothing is actually taking place in the material world, you're only remembering what happened. Yet your body is reacting with muscle contraction, hormonal secretions, and other responses that are currently going on within you as you take your body through this experience and remember the emotions or feelings. Even when the painful incident was occurring in the material world, the effect was entirely within you, inside of you. Realize and notice that you have a choice in how to interpret and how you respond to emotional turbulences. Recognizing this is taking responsibility for your feelings. This doesn't mean you feel guilty. Instead, it means that you recognize your ability to respond to painful situations in new and creative ways. By taking responsibility for your feelings, you can also gain the power to make this pain melt away. You're no longer blaming everyone else or having caused the pain, and you no longer have to depend on anyone to make it go away. Just understand and realize this and hold that understanding in your consciousness for the next few moments. Isn't that powerful? Now, step 5, release the emotion. Place your attention on that part of the body where you are holding the pain. And with every breath you exhale, have an intention of releasing that tension or that uncomfortable sensation. And for the next 30 seconds, just feel the painful sensation leaving your body with every exhaling breath. Some people find that making an audible tone that resonates in that part of the body where the pain is localized helps them kind of loosen and lift the contraction away. So feel free to express vocally as well. You can also experiment to discover what works for you. Go with your intuition, go with your gut feeling, and do it however you would like to. Some people like to dance, some people like to sing. Um, just go with the intuition, listen to your body, and do what you feel like while you are releasing this painful emotion. Okay? It could also help if you have written this down on a piece of paper. It could be very helpful to burn this piece of paper and offer the ashes to the wind. Let's just throw it away, right? And the next step, step 6, is to share the outcome. Sharing the outcome of releasing your pain is important because it activates the new patterns of behavior after the old painful pattern is released. Imagine that you could speak to the person who was involved in the original painful incident. What would you possibly say to that person now? Bear in mind that he or she is not the real cause of your pain. The real cause was your own response. In your transformed state, the state that you are in right now, you are so free, you are feeling light. So you can share whatever happened without blame, without manipulation, or without seeking approval. Perhaps they intended to cause you pain, and you may have unwillingly or unwittingly collaborated in that intention. Maybe you would like to say that you no longer intend to fall into such traps. Whatever you say is totally up to you, but as long as you have the awareness of the steps that we have taken so far in this exercise, whatever you say will be right for you. So go with your intuition, go with your gut feeling, listen to your body, listen to your mind, and express or share the outcome of this exercise with um, the person who had caused this feeling of hurt. Okay, the person may not physically be there, but perform it as an exercise as though you are talking to that person about the feelings or emotions that you experience, more so focusing on the outcome, the higher states that you have achieved through this exercise. The last and final step would be step 7, which is celebrating the process now. Now you can celebrate this painful experience that had taken place as the valuable material that helped you move to a higher level of consciousness. What was previously a disconnected, destructive, and a disabled part of your psyche is now integrated and is contributing its power to your greater spiritual goals. Instead of responding to the situation with pain reflex, perpetuating the problem, you have turned it into an opportunity for spiritual transformation. That is something to celebrate. So take those opportunities, celebrate yourself, go out for a nice dinner, a lovely meal, buy yourself some flowers or a present to honor this new you. Use this exercise whenever you feel upset to free yourself from any emotional pain or any turbulence that you are facing. When you do that, you will find the opportunities will arise more often in every area of your life, and you will truly be able to let go and move to higher levels of consciousness, making you feel whole and complete. Now, with this, I would like to conclude this session of WoW Wednesday. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you all for joining in.